adjourned the DNA case in this crucial hour. They were saying, this same fool now is calling Arifa. We have recruited Arifa. Go among transformer. Shake a jaguar. Barao Pansa.
Please, nobody should say I'm dragging Arifa now. If you comment that I'm dragging Arifa, fire go shave your nyash. Because the question I dey ask. Say, Arifa go bring out the bank statements. So, ìgbà wo la bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà? When has Arifa turned to Ada Universe secretary or accountant?
Fomi ló bẹ̀. Ọ̀tún lọ́jọ́ ń yọ. Ọ̀tún owó tuntun ara tuntun owó tuntun ara tuntun owó tuntun ara tuntun. Fomi ló bẹ̀. When did vengeance come to justice for Mohbad? Tó di pé ó di agbọ̀rọ̀jù tó ní káyé òun bàjẹ́. Conflict Arifa remember, have you forgotten January? I was calling Arifa tó yẹ kárífà ti gbé bàbá lọ sí tó ti máa lọ ṣe affidavit o. Ó yẹ kárífà ti gbé bàbá lọ tó máa lọ ṣe affidavit. Have you forgotten? You are a dumb skull. Arifa ti rí láìtì nìyẹn, Arifa ti bọ́. Ó bá ń gbọ́, Arifa ti lọ mẹ́yìn ọ̀tá lọ́wọ́, ó ti lọ o. I don't know if Arifa gets liver, but Babe, Fomi Lobe. Arifa don't see light at the end of the tunnel. You want to co-host? I don't know. Are you co-hosting? Somebody is sending me to co-host. Adenika, you want to co-host? Yeah, Bettkes she's enjoying. The mother that... ó yẹ jẹ́ ká co-host. Mi ò ṣe rí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká co-host. Mo ṣe ọbẹ̀ ẹja yẹn, ó dẹ̀ wá thick. Bọ́kọ ṣó.
Mo sọ fún yín náà, ṣé bí mo ṣe sọ yẹn lẹ ṣe àbí?
Yorùbá tí mo ṣe sọ, mo ṣáà ṣe bí mo ṣáà ṣe.
Mo ní kí ẹ bá cover ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti ṣe tán lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀.
Mi ò cover ẹ̀.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ṣé mo pé ẹ bá cover immediately tó bá cook tán yẹn? Àwọn sweat tó máa ń mí yẹn. Ó máa team yẹn máa tún padà. Ó máa
sweat yẹn máa padà síbi. Ó tóbi, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ lórí live stream ẹ̀ ṣe máa jẹ̀ tí yẹn kí inú kan fi bàjẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn ní pé don't do that, you are bigger than that, don't do that. Mo pe
àwọn akéèyàn jẹun lórí live, so nǹkan tẹ̀mí ṣe yẹn èmi small nìyẹn àbí? It's a content.
Nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn o, bóyá wọ́n ní pé kì í má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
But why? Àṣọ mi tí mo jẹun lórí show yẹn mi make sense nìyẹn o.
Yẹ́n mi pé kúkú lẹ́yìn, èmi ọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ mi fẹ́ fi tèmi ṣe.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti sún mi. Mo tẹ̀lé kéèkàn pẹ̀lú làgàtà pé wo ìfà tó rẹ̀ mí.
Èmi gan rẹ̀ mí.
Mo gbọ́ láti yín létí láàárọ̀ ìgbọ́nsẹ̀ ìgbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo wà níbi iṣẹ́.
Àti láìpẹ́ àárọ̀ ìdẹ́ dùn o, kí ni la ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ nínú bíbélì.
Mo láìkì bí láìpẹ́ àárọ̀ ìṣe lọ. Ọdún mi lè follow up because ìgbà tí mo ṣe tán ní 8 o'clock mo ṣe join yín. Nǹkan tí mo bá yẹn náà mo láìkẹ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ nínú bíbélì la fi gbára wa níyànjú.
Ìfàtí bó ṣe yẹ ká máa ṣe fún wọn nìyẹn rí ìgbà tí wà láwọn fẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ látijọ́ tí mo ti lọ sọ́wọ́ ìbọ̀bọ̀ yẹn mi ti ẹ̀gùn kiri and it's somebody that I love so much.
They say you went, I didn't even see. Did you record the shows? I need the one where
I record it because èmi ò believe pé nǹkan tí mo sọ wà ó yẹ kéèyàn take ẹni tí wọ́n á sọ pé wọ́n ń bú mi pé èèyàn kan pè mí lólè bọ́ mi tí ì rí. Ó dà pé wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn pè yín lólè dáadáa. Èmi gan fi yẹn lọ àti bí ìjẹta náà ti ń ṣe yẹn. Èmi gan gbọ́ lórí. Yes, now.
Ló fi pè mí lólè láì lọ bá wọn. Torí mi ò bóyá mo ṣe show fún wọn lẹ́nu gọ́mẹ́ta yìí.
No, let's now. Lórí kí ni torí show ọmọ pẹlẹngẹ yẹn Tóyìn Pèpèrèǹpè. Ìpinnu sí ń polè. Adéníkẹ́ olè international positive. Ada universe. Carry up.
Mo ní láti rí àwọn show yẹn. Èmi bí
even if you go to Vengeance, if you go to Vengeance platform, wọ́n list àwọn orúkọ yẹn síbẹ̀ àwọn olè báyìí. Vengeance kò gbórúkọ jáde. Vengeance á sọ wípé.
Bàbá Mohbad mi ò ráyè mi tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bàbá Mohbad wà láàárọ̀ lọ pokùnso. Mo ń sọ tèmi.
Vengeance á sọ wípé disclaimer. This is Vengeance. Kò show face. Kò fún wa ní real name. Disclaimer with a fake profile. Disclaimer. This is my own. This is not for the host. I am taking responsibility for this. Kò show face yo. Kò show orúkọ o. Tọ́ bá bí bàbá ńlá kò bá bá ẹ dá. Show orí. Gbàgbé kí ni wà fún
mi? Ìmọ̀jì àkọ́bí first born mi.
About 17 names local. You are not alone. Ada Universe #1, Emini #2. Aristocrat wà ńbẹ̀, Papariano wà ńbẹ̀, Suzy wà ńbẹ̀, African TV wà ńbẹ̀. You are there. Lizzie Diamond wà ńbẹ̀. Mercy Idris díẹ̀ ló máa ń yẹ. Ó lè ní wà.
Bàbá yẹn ló máa kórè àjẹ́ o. Tẹ́mi bá come across orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Nǹkan ẹyọ kan tí mo fi detest woman yìí nìyẹn Comfy tí mi ò fi ní bá ṣe mọ́ láíláí pé mo parọ́ mọ́ mi pé mo jalè láì ṣe pé mo yóò ní proof. So tó rọ́mọ yẹn bá wà bá mi.
Comfy náà ń jalè anyway. Comfy gan ṣebí ọ̀ṣà ní nínú church tó fi di wípé wọ́n lé toró máa ń jí owó gbá. Ṣèbọn láwọn máa ń ṣàràbù ni. Comfy náà ń jalè náà wọ́n wá ní kọ́ lọ máa ṣe prayer warrior pé Mountain of Fire wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ 70 days prayer and fasting. I think October 15 wọ́n máa ń ṣe wọ December ni.
Mo wá kékeré mo ń ṣe interview lọ́wọ́ mo wá fẹ́ bá gbọ́. Ẹ wo bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká lẹ́yìn lára kékeré. Ẹ wo bàbá yẹn ṣe mistake now and he corrected himself and he's enjoying this platform now. Ẹ kọ̀ ló bá ẹ ń wo kékeré lẹ́nu ìsìn. By the time he's going to tell us that he's having his own show.
Àwọn tó mẹ́ntọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ́ náà, àwọn là ń mẹ́ntọ̀ ẹ̀ náà. Kékeré.
Ẹ wo bàbá yẹn bó ṣe rọra ti ń jẹun ayọ̀ lọ díẹ̀ bó ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn sì tó máa lọ sókè.
Kékeré jẹ́ kí n wo ohun tó ń ṣe ń sìn.
Ó interview làgàtà èmi fẹ́ bá show èmi fẹ́ bá play ẹ̀ live fún ni.
Ṣé ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni?
Ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ifá ṣe báyẹn. Àwọn aláìmọ̀
ṣe ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú mi ẹsẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́sì mi lórí page oúnjẹ mi so that wọ́n lè wò láti lè.
Ohun rẹ̀ ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Yẹ́ ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ti wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ látàárọ̀ bọ̀ mi ò wá rí live yẹn ni.
Gbọ́ rẹ̀ pé èmi ò gbá ti làgàtà ni.
Ẹsẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́sì laptop WhatsApp mẹ́jọ. Ohun rẹ̀ sì mò ń bọ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́. I have to go to the African shop to get there.
Ṣé làgàtà ti dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà tẹ́yìn wà ń bẹ̀?
Kílẹ̀ wíwà.
Ṣé làgàtà ti dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà tẹ́yìn wà ń bẹ̀?
Bí o kò tí ì débẹ̀ ó yìí ṣe introduction lọ́wọ́ ni.
Òun ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ kò tí ì débẹ̀ náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe tiwa lọ. Mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ jẹ iṣu àtẹyin kí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ oúnjẹ.
Iṣu àtẹyin ni mo jẹ tán o.
Oh my God. Àwọn ọmọ àlè táyé wọn ti bàjẹ́ tó yẹ pé ọlọ́run ọmọdé kẹlẹ́ mi tó ti rí owó ogun tó kéré nínú wọn. In fact, lákàtà yìí náà ó máa ṣe ìtura.
Mo fún àbíké kàwé. Let me unblock him.
Ọmọ wíìkì yà àwọn bíìsì kan. Àwọn bíìsì kan.
Now this flyer is good. This flyer is good. I want to watch him today, not because I care for the person he's interviewing, but I want to see if he took to corrections that we corrected him last time.
Ẹ bá mi send it. Ẹ bá mi share it lórí WhatsApp.
Mi nílé share.
Everybody come here. Come here. Justice for Mohbad team, abeg.
Hold on. Let me unblock him. Because no block ẹ̀ ńgbà kan jẹ́ ńlọ́wọ́ unblock ẹ̀. Toro máa ń ṣe bí ẹni pé òun ni agbẹnusọ fún Kúdí bí mo ṣe block ẹ̀ ńjọ́ kan nìyẹn, but let me unblock him. Unblock. Bóyá mo wà ẹ̀.
Ọmọ àgbà ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. But mo ti like ẹ̀ ìbò. Okay. Thank you.
Mo ń wá ẹni tó ní torí mo ti lọ block ẹ̀ mo block ẹ̀ gbà ó ń pèsè lọ. Mo ti sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ ọ̀fìn lọ. Tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ màá yí síbẹ̀ bọ́ nǹkan tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé I would say something if he's listening to me. If he's listening to me, K-Crown, I know you will listen to me anyway. I know you are listening to me. I like your background. I like your background now. It's a better one. Yes. A better background. You need to fix your shirts and tuck in your chain. You need to fix your shirts. Let me type it here. Fix your shirts and tuck in your chain. Fix your shirts. Hold on, again, type on console. Can you comment section there?
Sunday to follow league way.
Real discussion. Please send in your request and let's talk a little bit before our guest. I'm expecting my guest. My 12 o'clock, my guest will join us. But before that, please tap, support, and let's talk briefly. Now, I'm not the type that talk about. I don't drag, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I didn't know.
Yes, there you go. Nice one. Correct.
So, I don't drag. But people that drag.
A máa ràn án lọ́wọ́. A máa help ẹ̀. Àwa àdé máa wáyé kan tí kò máa bàjẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀.
Justice for Mohbad team, abeg make una come.
Oya ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré gbọ́ kọfí.
Please, everybody come here. Justice for Mohbad team, abeg make una come here. Lend me your ears. Arifa, you too, come here. Arifa, come here. Arifa, what I'm hearing is not true. What I'm hearing from Ada Universe is not true. Because Ada Universe make us understand, say, Arifa go bring out the statement. You go bring out the statement, the statements of their foundation. The money wey they collect from their foundation. Ada Universe make us understand, say, Arifa go bring am come outside. Arifa, tell me it's not true. Ada don recruit you take when we don't know.
Yes.
She don recruit you take when we don't know. Arifa, please, I want to hear.
Yes.
Please, nobody should say I'm dragging Arifa now. If you comment that I'm dragging Arifa, fire go shave your nyash. Because na question I dey ask. Wetin dey call?
Ṣe rí pé ó dàbí ẹni wípé eléyìí àti ìsọba sí pé fire go shave your nyash. A ò pé òkè yẹ̀yẹ́ nìyẹn. Kò tí ì sọ pé your children will die, will pie. Ṣé ẹ kó bó ṣe máa ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn?
Ìpè tó tẹ̀ ṣe Fádùkẹ́ yẹn rárá.
Ìgbà ló ṣe pé Fádùkẹ́.
Ó wà lórí péjì ẹ̀ náà.
Ó yẹ Fádùkẹ́ fún òkè mi wá kó wá ṣépè fún padà tó máa fàṣẹ sí fún.
Bring out the statement, back statement. So, ìgbà wo ni a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà? When has Arifa turned to
do it underground now. So for me, low bẹ́ẹ̀. Coffee potato chips low.
Have you been doing what we don't know? Because we only thought you were okay, because you were interviewing all these lawyers, that maybe you want to talk
Because
we thought it was just a mere, interview. Everyone interviewing
2,100 something ní.
everyone of them. I welcomed it.
Láṣẹ define fresh
But
food.
oh my God.
Was it that you have been secretly working with Ada Universe?
Yes.
What relationship have you got with Ada? Anyway, you are an adult, but I just want to know
Why?
who
is the father of your own child? We want to know.
You are an adult.
We also want to know if your child is a virgin.
That you in the interviewing the lawyers is bad. It is not bad. It is a welcomed thing. Please. But what we are confused of is, when have you started having relationship with Ada University? Or was it that you've been doing it secretly and we don't know? Please, I just want to know.
Yes.
Ṣé ìbéèrè ò fàjà?
Kò fàjà, mo ti fún ẹ lésì. Yes.
Ṣé ìbéèrè ò fàjà?
Yes.
I'm going to pause the video here. You will listen to when Ada was repeatedly saying Arifa will bring.
Ṣé pé ká lọ sọ́dọ̀ kékeré?
Ẹ bá jẹ́ ká lọ sọ́dọ̀ kékeré. Èmi fẹ́ pè é mi báyìí.
We're not getting ready to do just talk about anything on the show. You can talk about anything on the show. You can bring in anybody to talk about anything on the show. And the show is going to be holding every Thursday and Sunday. Our time is subject to guest availability.
Correct.
So please, kindly send his request or share the live with Mr. Lagata so we can have the interview. Also, thank you so much. You can support.
Now we do it like this.
Live.
Yes, you can.
I think it's support.
You can do that one.
Hello, Mrs. Mercy Idris. Thank you so very much. Like I said, there are pillars. There are pillars in justice of Oba. People that are holding on to this case. People that have, spent, invested a lot in this justice of Oba. I don't want to start mentioning names. We have a lot of people. And regardless of whatever thing that must have happened, they need to be appreciated. Thank you so much, Rutija. Regardless of anything, they need to be appreciated. Of course, they know how the money will work at the end of the government. But then appreciate their efforts. Everybody. Yesterday, like I said something on Solar Bike, there's people that said that they could not sleep. They could not sleep. And because of police of Uber, that they are lying. Said they are liars. That's what he said. That this thing, he said they are lying. And I was like, it made me, I was like, really? For real? You downplay people's emotion? So, what will anybody give? To come and say they will not sleep. As a matter of fact, the activities of people on TikTok can even show you that people are not, couldn't even sleep really, because every day, every night, one platform or the other will open just to talk about this case. Hello, good afternoon for second. It's So it's you people come and tell me that you close that they be, the mental health and you say, I call them liars. You call them liars. See, some people need to be rehabilitated. Thank you so much for checking. God bless you so much. I appreciate your encouragement. Please can you share this live to Mr. Bagata so we can have our interview. So, you don't downplay people's, some people, the way some people are acting today is as a result of the trauma that this case has pulled them into. And that is why I say they are pillars. Anybody that is talking about this case with their full chest, trust me, they need to be appreciated. We have some people that have come and gone. We have some people that cannot even stand it. By the time you start breaking down everything to some people, they will just tell you, oh, I know this thing. That's what they will tell you. So if you are still standing, you are still talking, it means you are strong. And nobody has any right to downplay that.
Listen. Bring it closer.
Oh no, sometimes we need to
bring it closer. Okay, closer.
Sometimes we need to bridle our tongue. Even if it is 1 hour that anybody has spent out of their time to talk about the justice for mobile, it will worth it. It's something. Let me just put that. It is something. It is something.
He needs to.
Good afternoon, Mr. J for Imole. Good afternoon.
He needs to wear a shirt that you can read comments. The shirt is wearing, you are unable to read the comments. Gracie can say that people that say they are not sleeping because of justice for Mohbad, that they are lying. You know why? Because I want to gbádùn káàkiri ni. Wọ́n ń ṣe threesome, wọ́n ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ kò affect ẹ̀. Ó rówó náà díẹ̀, kò lọ wo àwọn tó lose iṣẹ́ wọn torí justice for Mohbad. Ó fi ìpè irọ́ ni everybody ń pa fún. Ó fi ìpè irọ́ ni.
Life post.
Yes, now post. That's what I'm talking. Ó fi ìpè irọ́ ni now. Gracie náà sọ́lá náà pé anybody bá speak they are not sleeping. Look at this, is it Temi platform or MFM platform? How many times you want to record the MFM? Snoring on a live show.
There was a day we were doing prayer session in the morning here. I think last week, that person was snoring. Like yesterday, I was doing my assignment at work last night. I didn't go to bed until around 2 a.m. I left some people at...
I've tried placing call to him again. And it's not responding.
Because Lagata went there, what is shame? It's justice for Mohbad. Lagata of all people. What's my Lagata Uniwa? One like
yeah, you're right.
11 man pay.
Some people sleep 3 hours, 4 hours. Look at their eyes and you go see them. It's true. You're right. You're right. Nobody should downplay anybody's efforts. Some people are traveling. Many of them know because they
lose justice for Mohbad. Àwọn tó ń lọ yọ ṣe justice for Mohbad ní bathroom níbi iṣẹ́ wọn.
To attend inquest. Some people will state.
Ẹ bá ti fẹ́ kí n láòdẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ.
Ẹ láòdẹ̀.
Other different states. So, and one person we now see it's not that those people that the people that have said this and that they are lying. Come on now. I so want to say.
That was the last time.
Let me try him again for the last time.
Mo lè wá feeling fún ẹ mẹ́rin náà mọ́.
Ẹ lọ feeling fún. Ó rẹ̀ pẹ́ wà nú ẹ̀mí o.
Mo lè wá ọkàn mi sọ fún mi lánàá pé Lagata ò ní show up. I think I even sent him a message. Lagata of all people.
Hello Supreme, for the sake of this guy, ẹ ṣe bẹ ṣe láàárọ̀ ẹ make it just ẹ má ṣàyà. Don't do Wotowoto, please. Super fights might not know the implication of what happened in his page yesterday. So he might not know. But I don't want his page to be like that. Ejo. And
I can feel him for you.
Ejo, please.
The Supreme said, I am filling the gap for you. Nǹkan náà mẹ́ni pé mi ò ní ṣòkì nítorí mi ò lè ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ máa wọṣọ orí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ni mo wà o.
No, you need láti ṣe ojú náà. Ẹ lọ engage ẹjọ́. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Okay, play music.
If your guest is absent, you might feel like that ò ní show up say.
And you might be so bad. You wait till the end before you just confirm it.
Okay,
Only my papa is supposed to be thinking one now. I want proof you know.
Okay. Ami o Lagata o ya ma gbọ́.
So while we await our guests, maybe due to some unforeseen circumstances, which it happens, please, let's talk about, let's briefly talk about some things that, Okay, yeah. Let me talk to Gotija briefly. But definitely, I will extend my invitation to Gotija very soon. If Gotija is there, kindly come up. I want to engage. I want to ask her some questions. This is not our own interview, but definitely, I'll be extending an invitation to her someday. If Gotija is there, please. Kindly send a request. I just want to ask some questions. Lagata today.
Please, Adenike, please.
Please.
Go out. Let me co-host with K-Crown. You co-host with K-Crown with this Supreme School.
Okay, I should go off live, Abby.
Yeah, I should know. I call on the platform me. Mama Sheshe.
Okay, I should bring you down.
Yeah, bring me down or you go down so I can go with K-Crown.
Okay, I don't know what is happening here. I don't know what you did though. So I'm co-hosting now.
Hold on, man.
Me, I'm co-hosting you.
Me, think co-host, so she invites any.
Let's have constructive argument.
So let me know what you want me to.
Okay, stay right there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hold on, Mr. K-Crown.
All right.
Adenike, mute your phone. Mute it right there. Mute your phone. Mute that one. Let's not be echoing. Mute.
It's okay now. It's okay.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Adenike. Good morning. I'm fine. How is everything?
Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Kay.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is very impromptu. Whenever your guests come in, you can go with your guests, but in the meantime, you can ask your questions if there's anything we can clarify for you. Wouldn't mind to do so.
Okay. Well, my question is just about today, really, because we are talking about the pillars in justice for Mohbad, and I've given some kind of overview, about people that have stood or they are standing firmly for this justice, regardless of whatever perception anybody has against them. I know you are one of them. Let me see. I know you are one of them. Regardless of anything, yeah, you are one of the pillars. One way or the other, people are supporting this movement. But my question is this: what are your expectations today that we're going to have in Megaton? But what are your expectations? What do you expect? What are you hoping to get?
Well, I think everyone's expectation in this justice movement is justice at the end of the day. We all are looking for a better Nigeria, and we are hoping that Mohbad's case will be able to stand as a landmark, the beginning of a new Nigeria where everybody, regardless of any nepotism, will be able to say that, yes, I got justice in this case. So this is my expectation that we'll be able to use Mohbad's case as a turnaround in a situation where nobody actually get true justice. So that is my expectation. A better society, a cleaner environment, free of crime. I also believe that justice for one is justice for all. And injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. These are my expectations.
Okay, you can hear me right? Can you hear me very well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There have been some issues that have been rising yesterday about Ada Universe and going to our Facebook or our website where they discovered some sort of amount. They are alleging that she has been making money off Mohbad, off Mohbad. But I want to ask you this question. Do you think there is any similarity between the 30 million naira for autopsy, the unexplained 30 million naira for autopsy, and what Ada Universe has been accused of? Do you see any similarity there, or is there any difference in this?
There is not comparison. Because earlier this morning on my show, I talked about what is threshold. What is a threshold? Hold on, please. Madam Adenike, can you go off? You are making a lot of noise in your background. Adenike, you are making a lot of noise in your background.
Hold on, no, I don't know how to go off. You know I was live before you came to join.
Okay,
Can you drop me?
Mute. I don't know how to drop you.
Okay, let me mute.
No, I'll mute it down.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think so. Her water is still running or something.
I'll mute it down.
Oh, she's not muted yet. Okay, fine. Okay. When you say 632,000 pounds, is a threshold. What is a threshold? A threshold is a target. A threshold is what did we say? It's like a target. So at that target, I think in UK that is the threshold you hit before you will start paying taxes or something like that. So it's not that Ada Universe made 632,000. Ada Universe did not make 632,000. It's just a threshold. It's like a banner. It's like, oh, it's like a target. It's like I want to get straight A's. I want to get 8 straight A's in all my subjects, and you set it as a target. For example, Baba Mohbad set $50,000 as his GoFundMe target. Did he meet the target? He has not met the target. So that's that target. Adenike is not muted. So that's target. And she needs to really meet from her side. Because what she for a year long.
I don't know what is happening. Can you hear me?
Just mute. Yes, I can hear you. So you are not muted.
Okay, let me check. Oh my God.
Click on yourself and go to mute, then mute. Yeah, I cannot hear you anymore. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, people, audience, for that little distraction. So your target, when Papa Mohbad said 50,000 targets now, right? If I take it and say, hey, Papa Mohbad made 50,000, why may I make 50,000? That will not be true, right? Because it's just a bar, it's a banner, it's a threshold. Everybody in life has a threshold. So, and she did not set the threshold. The threshold was set by the incorporation body in the UK. They set it. For example, if you make $0 to $30,000, you fall into a certain tax brackets. If you make 50,000 to 200,000, you fall into another tax bracket. If you make this amount of, so those brackets, those ranges are set by the government, and I believe that was a threshold that was set up by the United Kingdom government. And like we said, if anybody is aggrieved, they can, take it up, right? So it's definitely not, you can never equate it to what it means that somebody come and tell you we did an autopsy for 30 million. If you did an autopsy for 30 million, you and I know that there's nowhere in the world you will do an autopsy. I mean, yes, if you want to do a mass autopsy during the NSAS for a lot of people, but when we did the research, when we were going to do the autopsy, it was maximum of $1,500, between 800 and the maximum of $1,800. So that's not. It's not comparing. It's not. There's no. It's two different things. Parallel economic. The 632 is just a threshold set up by the government.
Okay. In one of Baba Mohbad's last interview, Mr. Muiwa made mention of when he was asked about the 30 million naira for autopsy, he said they should not talk about money yet, that after the whole course of justice for Mohbad, they will do accountability. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I don't believe that is the right way to do accountability. You gave an example of Mr. Muiwa. Let me give an example of VDM. VDM came out to tell us how much he made within 24 hours. He said he made 21,000. He accounted for everything. We know about during Mr. Ibu or Ibro or Ibu when VDM Mr. Ibu when VDM helped in receiving funds for him, he gave us. When you talk about accountability, it is building trust, a ladder of trust. When we collected funds, our beautiful lady collected some funds for us, Lizzie Diamond, when we're going to do the billboard. Mr. Aristocrat came out, one of our finest justice fighters, came out and said our target was $2,000. We made $1,650 at a particular time. Periodically, he was giving us updates, how much has been received, how much has been collected, how much more we need to go. Okay, we have paid off the billboard person, we have issued a $800. We are left with $750. We are, it carry people along and it builds trust along the way. And it's when you talk about accounting also, it's cheaper and it's safer to do while you go along.
Do you think that also has to do our own accountability to the public? Does she owe the public some sort of accountability?
Of course, she does. And she used to. I use the word used to when I was in the group, when I was actively involved with her. Okay. She used to every Friday, she will come to she's very active on YouTube. Ada will come to the YouTube and say, we have collected so amount came in this time. We have paid her, we have paid the first payment, or we are about to eat the first meal, X amount for the first payment of Smith and Bankole. Yes, she was. She was giving accountability to the people, on YouTube, because that is where she solicits. That's for fun. She gives them accountability. And also, may it interest you to know that Smith and Bankole, they also come to Smith, they also come to Ada Universe TV, YouTube, to see and give updates periodically.
Okay, all right. But my question is, people seems to be that you have always advocated for Bankole and Smith and Ada Universe. Why do you think? Why do you have interest in them? Why do you root for them? What was your what was the thing that attracted you to them and made you believe that these are the people that can at least get justice for us?
Thank you very much for that question. That's a very brilliant question, and I appreciate you for that question. I have said this many times that we don't know Smith and Bankole. It was a retired judge in Nigeria that called into Ada's show one day and said she was crying. And she said, that boy's child pay me. That I know of someone, I know of a chamber that can help. I know of a chamber that can help get justice for this boy. They will not compromise, they will do a good job. Okay? So that retired judge gave the name of Professor Smith and Bankole Chamber. When they gave it to us, we started doing our research. Also, Moses gave us Agbakoba. Now, there's this gentleman called Moses that also gave us Agbakoba. We were contacting both offices at the same time. And we were asking them questions. We asked them questions, a lot of concerns, a lot of questions were put out to them. It's like we interviewed both chambers. And we were very pleased with the way the Chamber of Smith and Bankole answered and gave us the assurance that justice will be served. And they also told us that they've been following the case. They are very aware of the case. So we saw the interest, we saw the professionalism, we saw the empathy, the compassion, the humanity aspects of it. We also saw the fatherly involvement that Pekalo Omoti Ninko. So when you look at the total package, we decided to offer them the job. And I stand.
When you say we, who are the we?
We as Ada Universe, myself and Susan,
Okay.
and the entire people on Ada Universe platform as at then. I wasn't on TikTok. Susan wasn't on TikTok. So that is the we.
Okay. So was also when you offered them the job, at what point did you contacted? At what point did you start working with Mr. Muwa?
Oh, we started working with Mr. Muiwa. That's a fabulous question, by the way. And thank you for that question. We started working with Mr. Muiwa way before we met Smith Abankole. We started working with Mr. Muiwa, I think, in the month of October. And the reason we started, and it was Mr. Moses that brought Muiwa to the group, our group. Our group as in Ada Universe group. Okay.
Yeah, I get,
Yeah. So it was Mr. Moses that brought Mr. Muyiwa, and we were very excited because as at then we were having a little hiccups with Mr. Aloba, Joseph Aloba. And one of the hiccups were we told Baba to minimize what he says in the public, that he needs a better PR person. It was one gentleman by the name of Bossman, a gentleman by the name Bossman that brought a clip into the group where Baba was requesting where Baba was requesting for a girlfriend, and this was 2 weeks after his son's demise. When that gentleman brought that video clip to the group, host, can I continue?
Of course, I'm listening. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Thank you. When the gentleman brought the videotape to the group, we were very, very shocked that how can Mr. Aloba be saying such a thing, barely 2 weeks after his son's demise? We think that was not good for his public image. In fact, Mr. Muyiwa, I remember in the group, made a statement to say, oh yeah, and I'm quoting him. Oh yeah, why not she damage control? Why not she damage control? And I remembered telling him that I want to call damage control. Which people should go and do damage control? Did we not tell Papa not to be talking in the public domain? Or he needs to be guided on what he will say in the public. So these are the reasons why when Mr. Muyiwa now came into the group, we were like, finally, a family member will be able to, put a tab on Mr. Aloba. And this was way back I believe in October, yes.
Okay. So I think it's really, really good to always have clarifications and all of these things. But with everything that you have invested and you have done in Justice for Mobile, people still see you as being vindictive, maybe being pained or something. What is actually your grievances? Can you kindly share with us your grievances, really?
To be honest with you, like you said, what do I expect to see? I am a go-getter, and I have absolutely no grievance or any pain, anything here. One thing I said before, Orchard Road is Etiosa local government. I live in Etiosa local government, behind Abraham Adesoya. That's where my house is located. So first of all, I see this as hitting close home. And I do not believe, anybody has the right to take anybody's life. I want justice to be served. There's really nothing pained or and what was the other word you used? I forgot the other word. Grievances. I have no grievances. I have no pain. I have no gain in this. All I want solely, singularly, is justice must be served. One, that is my neighborhood. I don't want to pull at the gas station when I go to Nigeria and I'm pumping my gas with someone that just murdered someone. We all should want a better environment. And that's all I want in justice for Mohbad. That's it.
Your approach to justice for Mohbad has hindered justice, as people assume it to have been. We've seen them call you anti-justice. They've branded you anti-justice, which it's a surprise to many people. You don't think your approach it has hindered the justice, or in other way that has improved, the cause for the justice?
And that's a very fantastic question. And I can only speak on my behalf. Okay? I can't speak.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I cannot speak. I cannot control how you feel about me. If you have to assess people, it's people's assessment. And in this justice, like I say all the time, if you look at it, people you have from primary school dropouts up to PhD people and everybody in between. If you take a notice, you will know that the educated ones rolls with me. Fine. The educated ones, it seems to reason together. The non-entity ones that can't grasp anything seems to be the ones that don't get it. They can. And I'm sorry, I might be operating at a frequency they don't understand. But we need justice. I can't come down to their level. Right now, there's something to be accomplished. So catch up with me. But I'm not gonna wait for you. Slowly, I remember when came in January, I think it was only Papariano that see any good in what we are doing. You see what I'm saying? Only Papariano, and I believe maybe a week or two later, Aristocrats joined in. You understand, Mr. Aristocrat joined in. So, but when we said Berekete cannot do it, we were skinned alive. Now, how many months later, a lot of people have seen it. So it's okay. The truth is constant. When you are speaking the truth, eventually people will see the light. Eventually, where some people just got to now, we've been there since when? Some people are now saying, okay, yes, I think we want Smith and Bankole now. The Smith and Bankole we have been talking and rooting for since January. So right now, I focus on justice. I cannot come down to primary school dropouts and be explaining and re-explaining and re-explaining. It's gonna pull you down. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. I can only apologize, but unfortunately, I cannot promise that I'm going to slow down. I'm only operating at a frequency that they don't get it. They're probably not used to it. I've said it many times. I'm a go getter. I'm someone that always reads 2 chapters ahead of the class. 2 chapters, always 2 chapters ahead of the class. And when when the teacher is asking questions, every time I raise my hand to answer the question, and they say, "Put your hand down, not you again this time. Put your hand down, not you again." And I always sit in front of the class. And if I have a question, I always ask a question too in the class. And if I ask a question, if I don't understand, we don't move ahead. You get the kind of person. I'm a go-getter. I'm a type A personality. You can say in a way. So if I read two chapter ahead, and the other people are still behind or in chapter 4, and I'm already in chapter 6, of course, there's sometimes this jealousy, envy. I'm Aries. It's part of Aries personality. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And it's grace. I can't help it. I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah. No apologies.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe I will have to read some Aries horoscope so they know where my personality is coming from.
Personality. Yeah, truly. Some people don't understand that people have temperaments and they walk alongside with their temperaments. So they tend to misconstrue or misunderstand them because they don't know that these people are, this is their personalities. And like you have said, truly, one of these days, I think you should just read out those horoscope, all of those things, so that people can at least understand that these are your personalities. Now, I want to ask this question. You made mention that there was a time that Baba Mohbad asked for a girlfriend, that it was said that you asked for a girlfriend. I want to ask, how true is that statement?
Um. Okay, I can answer the question. When we saw the video, remember we used to be in the group with Papa Mohbad. I personally asked him, and all he could say was, mi ò mọ̀ pé wọ́n record me. That was what he said, and that's all I can say. So anybody and everybody can interpret that.
That's here.
He said,
There's also okay, continue, ma.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so when they made that statement, what was your response?
My response was, and I spoke to Yoruba. Torí náà mo ṣe ní kẹ́ wà careful gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ọ máa bá sọ̀rọ̀. That was my response to him. When he said he did not know he was being recorded, I said to him, that is why you have to be careful who you speak to and what you say. Because you won't come by. So you have to be extremely careful who you speak to and what you say. That was my response to him.
Okay, I understand that you were very close. When I mean close, I mean close to Baba Mohbad. Is it true?
There was no special closeness. He was in a group.
Yeah, I don't mean. Yeah, I don't mean special closeness. I don't mean like just.
I know what you mean, but I've never really called Baba Mohbad outside the group call, or fewer times I will call him with my PA. I have never even called him one-on-one. And all for betterment. I know I called him like 5 times. I called him 5 times the day he was supposed to go to Oriyomi's place. I called him with my Baba Mohbad, Shetiji, Baba Mohbad, Sheti Lowe, Baba Mohbad, Sheti pe obìnrin tó ń fẹ́ wá mú yín lọ. No, I've not called her. I'm waiting for her call. I'm like, don't wait for her call. You are the one looking for a favor. You call her. Baba Mohbad, Sheti Walono. You know what I mean? Baba Mohbad. I was trying to guide him, coach him. That day I remember I called him 5 times. And it's not like monitoring him. It's just like, I want the best. I don't settle for anything less. And if I ask you to do something for me, I will still monitor you, because I believe the best way I can have it done the way I want is to monitor you. That's it.
Okay. Can you consider yourself as one of the pillars making justice to stand?
I will not say one of the pillars making justice to stand, because I believe in the vision of labor and that diversity. Even the people that are doing Wotowoto, they are keeping the momentum going. So they are keeping the momentum going. The people doing whatever they are doing, they are keeping it. The people that are giving people like me Glasgow's, they are even empowering me to do more. We just don't know.
True.
Empowering me to do more. I'll give you an example. The lawsuit of Mr. Prime Boy. The intention wasn't to. No, is it the lawsuit of Mr. Prime Boy? Is it that one? No, the petition of Magistrate Shotobi. Magistrate Shotobi. The intention wasn't to. The intention wasn't to put it in the newspaper, but because some people were pushing and saying, "Irọ́ ló ń pa, irọ́ ló ń pa, irọ́ ló ń pa," hey, don't listen to this. I was like, okay, fine. We put it in the newspaper. So, and sometimes we need things like that. You need somebody to give you, to ginger you and give you a pat in the butt, so you move. We need some people like that in life to push you a little forward and say, hey, K-Clown, next time you want to go on your life, don't use white t-shirts, use black t-shirt because the comments are showing better. People that mentor you, push you, or people that challenge you, you run here, okay, I'll prove it to you that I can do this. And you see, we need mentors. We need sometimes what enemy intended for evil, God will turn it around for your good. You got it?
True.
There you go.
Yeah, true. Now, this justice for mobile as it is now, I believe people are always coming in and going. And who are the key people that you have brought into this course, and they are still standing till today? And who are the people that you have brought in and they've separated from you, by joining the other people, as it is now?
I don't know if I can answer yea or nay because I cannot say I brought people in. I can say I met the people I met in the journey of justice for Mohbad. And I can tell you 100% we are still standing together with the bar. Okay? I don't know anybody that has joined, maybe left Justice for Mohbad and joined Team Mumi. I don't think I know of any. I don't know. And I did not really bring somebody in like no, I've not. I don't think there's anybody of such. But I've met people in this cause for justice for Mohbad that I have encouraged to keep standing, because some people want to withdraw back because of all this cursing, um, um, bringing out people's picture, their family picture. I remember there's a gentleman by the name Bio. His name is Bio Billions. I remember when he used to come to my WhatsApp and say, they brought my family picture out, and I will encourage him. Like, you have a beautiful family. After all, anyway, they lifted it from one social media platform and put it in another social media platform. So what's the difference? I was always encouraging him, and he always tell me, you don't understand. I'm like, trust me, I understand. No big deal. It's no big deal. Calm down. Stay on your truth. Eventually, people will see the light. And that is it.
Okay, I consider I'm enjoying this conversation. One one of the things I admire about you is the fact that you have a way of adding humor to anything you are saying, really.
Oh, really?
And that was, in fact, yeah, you have people who can testify to that issue. You have a way of adding humor. So even when you are even doing your Wotowoto, it's always in humor. Okay, I consider dragging.
Take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is a compliment. It is a compliment. Yeah, I consider dragging and bullying and as some just okay. I consider dragging as bullying and Mopad. You know, we know that he was bullied in his lifetime, and this is also something that justice seekers are fighting against. You know, now most of these seekers have also resorted to bullying one another in the name of justice. What's your take on that?
It is very sad. Sadly true. I will say that yes, some people have resorted to bullying. So, and I always tell people, fight for justice, or you cannot fight for justice with injustice. Our president Tinubu said, if you are aggrieved, go to court. I don't know. That's what he said. I don't know why we will resort into bullying in order to fight for justice. I say no to bullying, and I do not subscribe to it, even though I have decided the bullying I bully you back. Even though I know I have a tough skin. I mean, what can you bully me with? Well, where have they not bullied me with? Which of them is true? You understand what I'm saying? But some people might not be able to take it. So I guess it is the life of social media, and it has to do with the level of education, understanding your social class, your economic class. And I've told people that the amount of bully or a share this 1 year in my entire lifetime, Sherry, my in a whole year, my best is, are you okay? Wow, all right. Those were my best equi until Justice for Mobile and until recently. And I like one. I hear Mawala Utila Baskeshi. I like that one. I like that one too. But it's bully. We say no to bully, especially to children. You don't bully kids. You don't bully kids. I know I've started bullying a particular child of a particular woman, but Oti Hobo, she has pushed. You know, there's a limit to human endurance. She has pushed her limits, and I don't want to get to a point of no return. You know, she has pushed her luck too far. Well, I'm sorry, I don't really bully people. I don't bully.
Okay.
Well, I can't
Let's
control
have
what
an overview. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Okay. You know, protest has been held both in Nigeria and abroad. You know, and I believe there are protests that you have also supported. You know, I don't mean when I don't supported, I mean that you give consent to, like, okay, you agree with it.
Yes.
Do you think the protest has impact in Justice for Mobile so far? Has the protest have impact, or is there any impact in this protest so far?
Thank you for that question, host. It's a very good question. I will say yes. I will say yes, and I will also tell you that I stand to be corrected, but I think I can say that Nigerian government, Lagos State precisely, have not seen something like this before. Like Governor Sanwo-Olu said, so it means they've not even seen something like this. It's like we refuse to take no for an answer. Protests going here and there. He's telling them that we not go agree. We are the generation of sorrows. Okay, so in a way, trust me, by protest, by us putting things in the newspaper, by way of going to TV channels to talk about it, is keeping this case alive, is letting them know that it is not business as usual. So in that way, I will say yes, the protests are helping. I don't think Nigeria or Lagos state government has seen anything like this before. And so I will say yes. Yes. Unfortunately, it seems like we are a little bit divided within the justice system, but still, it's still it's still it's still it's still okay. It's still good to continue to protest. Host, can I take a minute of your time, please? I have a very important phone call coming in.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
But you
no
can
problem.
entertain your audience while
Of course.
I pause.
Of course. Yes, thank you. Okay, that's is the voice of Supreme, also known as Botija. We're having some conversations about issues bordering this justice for mobile, and as you have heard, with a series of questions that that I've asked, we're able to like deduce, some of the things, the impact that justice for mobile has given. She made mention that the aim of all of these things is to set a precedent, that things that happen to mobile will not happen again. And also, that I believe that many of us have seen that this case is unique, really, because, let me just say, yes, Mohbad might not be the first to have died, but then this case is a very, very unique one. We have not seen a case that is treated so long like this, with a lot of controversies and all of those things. That we have. So, and she has also talked about herself, talked about bullying, and she has also, one thing that she has said, and I have also agree with her, or that she never liked that she has also used herself. She's guilty of it. One thing is for you to address something. Another thing is for you to also accept the fact that yes, you are also part and parcel of all of these things. So, and she made mention that she has also been bullying, insulting a particular woman's child, and she knows that it's not good, but because this woman has also gone far. So I think in all sense she has been able to, I didn't say that she's also a victim and also a suspect. In the sense that she is also guilty of the same crime, or the same thing that she. And the issue of accountability, she has addressed that, and she has addressed that and all of those things. You see, one thing that I need us to understand is that we are not all perfect. Many of us are beautiful souls. See, majority of us are beautiful souls. Because when you meet people, personally, aside the cause of justice for mobile, you'll be able to like tell that, oh, these people are great. But sometimes justice for mobile as just for mobile as bring the a lot of people, it's people that don't talk on a very good day talk, and you see she has said that that when it comes to cost, she has never placed cost before, but things like this are what is happening. Okay, she's back, and let's go to her back as we continue the conversation, as we also round up that. So welcome back, Supreme.
Thank you very much, host.
Okay, so we are talking about protest, right? Or impact. Okay, we're talking about the impact of protest. In any way, do you agree with that you are bullying Baba Mohbad or the other way around?
I disagree. I do not. I think bullying to some extent is relative. If I ask Baba Mohbad, when Blessing called you, at what time did Blessing call you? When Blessing called you, what did you tell Blessing? Baba Mohbad, no, what you're telling me is not adding up. Baba Mohbad, what you are telling me is not adding up. No. How can you say there were 100 people in the house and there was no music? You opened the gate, saw 100 people. You are the father. You've been going there before. What did you do? 100 people in that vicinity will be crowded. There are some, things you will expect. Your adrenaline will kick in. There was some shock response. When they told you, when you go to the house, our host, they said the boy is sick. You got to a place, they said, come and take us to the hospital. They told you, go back home. You said no. Your instinct told you the boy is dead. Then you said, Ikowoloku. If I ask you, what made you say Ikowoloku? Then some people will say you are dragging. If you intend to probe further, they termed it as now your Pekin die. Let's take a typical one, the one that is causing brouhaha in the media space. What exactly is the problem in Smith and Bank coming into the case? What is the reason that is causing problem, wahala? I don't get it. You say you lost your son. We didn't say come and pay. We said it's been paid for. They will help you look for justice. And you are saying no. You don't want them to help you look for justice. Yet you are crying to the public and say, Baba wa Tinubu, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ justice for mommy. We got people that can help you get justice. And you are saying no. You see, then it raised some eyebrows and so kilo wa it raises eyebrows and suspicions. He is the one creating the suspicions. And when your story changes from moment to moment, then we are all intellectuals. We are bound to say, oh, wait a minute, this is not adding up. Come on now, Baba. At what time did Blessing call you? You see what I'm saying? We want to look at, because you see, lies cannot go far. People will puzzle things together. Everything has to marry as a puzzle. Baba Mohbad cannot tell us that, or Mr. Aloba Joseph cannot tell us that. He got to the house, there were 100 people. He ran up to he went through the kitchen, ran upstairs, and you met 100 people in the house. There was no music, no nothing, and you didn't say, what's going on here? Mr. Host, what will you do if you get to your house? There's 100 people. Will you just run upstairs? Won't you ask what's going on here?
Questions.
You will ask questions, and 100 people in the compound will be a little crowded. You'll be saying, excuse me. And some people will be saying, Babek Belesa. No, people will be murmuring, Daddy. People will be talking. So why didn't you give us all those synapses? You see what I'm saying? You just came and you say you ran upstairs and Lifestyle said, oh, I'm by. You see what I'm saying? I asked him question. When you got to the house, did you touch him? Did you touch him? Was he warm? Was he cold? Just to determine if he's been dead for a long time. He said no. Okay, what did you do? Where were your hands? What did you ask questions? That is not dragging. That is inquiring. It's a process of investigation. And during investigation, everybody is a suspect. And everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I live in an advanced country where spouses kill themselves all the time based on insurance purposes. Parents kill their children based on insurance purposes. Children kill their parents. So, there's nothing I have done or I will continue to do that is out of character or outside criminal investigation. Nothing. It's just like
I don't know.
It's just like when you have rape victims or when you have violence, domestic violence, and the lady and her abusers are together. There are ways to ask questions. If a woman is being abused by her husband and during interrogation the husband is with her, you have techniques. You have to have been taught techniques on how to read between the line that this man abuses this woman, despite the fact that the woman is covering the man. So all these things takes techniques. And if some people are not used to those techniques, they will term it dragging.
Okay, there is this case that is going on right now. I just want to I want to juxtapose it with the case of Baba Mohbad, or maybe the case of Baba Mohbad with the insinuation that is after the son's property. There is this case that is going on between Albert Wigwe, the late Albert Wigwe that died in a helicopter crash, Access CEO, that his father has filed a caveat, against his will when he was alive. There was a will that he wrote and how his property would be shared. And right now, the news says that his father has even arrested people, and in fact, the father does not even agree with the will that his son has set down, while he was alive. So now I want to ask, looking at the case, that the man has said, that is ongoing about the man, and looking at that about case, do you think there is any? Do you believe there is some kind of element that Baba Mohbad is after the son's property? Do you think so? That there's some sort of element, about that?
To be honest with you, I have not taken a closer look into the property at all because I think that is their family issues. I live in United States and I'm from Edo State, from Nigeria. I don't know the culture that surrounds property, family and property, if Baba Mohbad has the right to property or no, and stuff like that. To be honest with you, I don't have any experience in it. I don't have a family that has died, that their property issue has cropped up. I'm not exposed to that area of property issue. Does Baba Mohbad have rights to his son's property? To be honest with you, I don't know. But let me give myself as an example. If I'm living with my husband, and hey, I love that song. It's one of my favorites. I start that song in November. By November ending, I start playing it. In United States, there's what they call common law, even if common law marriage, even if when you are married to your husband, I believe 10 years, even though you guys are not legally married, there are some things each partner are entitled to in the marriage. And in the United States, I stand to be corrected. I don't think a family member like father, mother have rights to property. God forbid anything happen to me. I don't know if my parents have rights to any of my property or the mortgage or the car. I think it becomes automatically the kids and the husband's property because we grew together. We bought these things together. Maybe I babysat the children while my husband went to work. Now my husband is dead. He has a house. Are we saying the house now belongs to the father? You see what I'm saying? What about me that puts my life on hold for my husband to go fend for the family? So I don't want to get involved because it might be my perception will be completely different from, because to me, if my husband, God forbid, died now, his family cannot come and claim anything in this house. No way. Because maybe I was working while I was sending him to school, while he was going to school. And when he was done schooling, I'm in school now, and he's working. We support one another, so we actually acquire the property together. So I don't want to speak in the area of the property, to be honest with you, because my opinion is completely different. I don't know legally or culturally in Nigeria if Baba Mohbad has entitlement to property. I'm only on the aspect of I cannot hear you, sir. I cannot hear you.
But looking at his behavior, the way he's going about the justice, and everything, do you think he's having some element of claiming the property? Putting all those things into consideration.
Well, I really have not really considered the area of property, but I will say something. Baba Mohbad or Mr. Aloba is not as close to his son as he claimed or is trying to project to the public. Why did I say that? Is because even the house Mohbad is living or Mohbad lived, that house, Baba Mohbad cannot tell us if his son bought the house or rented the place. As a pastor, I believe your child just bought a house. You will go there and bless it. He's been to that house. He spent nights over there. He was like, man, fine. This place is so beautiful. Did you buy it or are you renting it? So I don't see a cordial relationship between father and son. Even though he said, Mini or Remini, truthfully, you cannot really see the relationship there. If you cannot, he spent nights in that house, coming from the trenches, and you saw your son living in such a place, and you didn't ask questions. You don't know if your son bought the place or rented the place. Baba Mohbad does not know anything about his son. No, he doesn't. So I don't know about property. I think property has to do with, I don't know, culture.
With the way he has been, with the way he has been, when his first interview when Mohbad died and he talking about that Mohbad never did anything for him, like that, all of stuff like that. Now, with that, you think you can also consider that you might be having some kind of elements of property in your son?
That is deep, host. That is very deep. When stuff happened afresh, maybe that was, that was a child. I would say he was looking up to a child he was looking up to take him from a poverty level to a different level. And probably I caught him in slack because it could be a statement of what motive a child that I think was going to uplift the family. Look at where I'm still staying. He has not even started to do that. You see what I'm saying? I caught him in slack on that, even though I'm trying to skew my opinion towards the fact that he's interested in property, but I don't want to talk about property.
Okay, now looking at the way the singing prowess that Baobab has and how he has been going back, going to doing all of those things now. Now, do you think there's some sort of unseen competition between him and Mohbad?
This is going to be relative to my opinion and some information I'm privy to, and my answer will be yes. And this is solely my opinion. I will say yes.
You can say he's jealous of Mohbad.
Not jealous, but I think he wants to be like Mohbad now that he's gone.
Or he wished that he was the one that was in the limelight rather than Mohbad.
I think he wants to be in the limelight now, how Mohbad was.
Now, don't you think that what he wanted now, or what he's doing right now, could be as a result of what he wanted or what he had wished for?
He alone will be able to answer that questions. But what I can tell you is 100% my own opinion, and it's subjective, is that he wants to be where Mohbad was. He wants to have his fans.
Now, do you think there's a problem? Do you think there's a problem with that? And looking at the fact that Adura, one of his sons, is also, building up and wants to step into his late elder brother's shoes. Do you think there's anything wrong with that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm just about Mohbad now, not Adura, but looking at all of those things.
If I understand your question very well, host, in everything being equal, let's assume that Adura was not wrapped up with this mess, that he is being looked upon also as a suspect in the public eye. I know he has not been called a suspect by the, people in uniform, but as a suspect in public eye, let's assume Adura was not there. I think it should be more appropriate for Adura to wear his brother's shoe than his father wearing the son's shoe. Yeah.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it would be more appropriate if Adura wasn't wrapped up or is not wrapped up in this situation of, environment. He was there, he's this, he's that. then it will have been more acceptable for Adura to wear his brother's shoes than the father wearing his son's shoes. More logical.
Yeah, it's more logical. So, but right now, you feel he is doing the wrong thing.
In my own opinion, yes.
Doing the wrong thing. Okay.
All
right. So my final question is that what? Okay. One more before the final. Are there people that you wish you could reconcile with? Justice Omoba should not be a do or die affair. In the first place, we should not even be having any animosity, any fights, but it is what it is. Because some people have taken it from one level to another level, and it has become so toxic. And along the way, some people that will wish or will feel that we should have even had issues with it. We are having issues with them. So right now, are there people that you have a lot of regret to have this disagreement that you are having a good time to them? Are there people like that?
Honesty, I will tell you absolutely because I can't friends in Justice Mobile. I can't pick my friends, the people I associate with, just until date. I still talk to them, we still communicate, we still work together. So some of these people think I'm having issues or had issues with our paths may never cross. Even I remember there was a time I was having issue with I think I was able to do I see them actually use my inherit angry. I don't inherit. I don't think I have an enemy just for mobile. Now, if you are considering yourself my enemy, that's on you. But will I have an enemy I don't know of? You can be an enemy, but certainly, I can be your enemy, but you're certainly not my enemy. Let's because it's for mobile. Because the people myself, they are still I said the people the gave me have except those that all the lost has been lost.
So what's your advice? Finally, what's your advice to all justice?
Everybody, don't bully anybody because when you point a finger, the rest points back to you. There's all towards the case to be won. That's all I was saying. Don't say this person is doing. Nobody brought anybody to justice. Don't say leave justice. It's not bad. I want people to remember it's not Allah that is paying for the month. I don't say don't pay for the month of died. It's our taxpayers' money that is paying for the month. Yes, it's everybody's business. If they don't want to be, if Allah don't want to be anybody's business, you should start paying for it yourself. what I'm saying. So everybody have one or two things. Like I said, you are giving the water, keeping it so keeping it alive, keeping it going. Just do you I do me. So do you if you don't understand, ask questions instead of formulating a negative narrative of opinion. Because people operate at different levels in life based on their educational status, economical status, financial status, your social status, your ex. So, yeah, you don't know this is the level some people are operating for. You know, so my advice is just be cool, be calm, do you, I do me. And I don't know, I don't know what advice with we take my own side of, you know.
I get, yeah, I understand.
Nobody has
Oh, thank you so much.
I don't have to go through some certain people to get assigned justice from mobile. No, don't have that for no. Some people have to approve you to go, and now you will not ahead, and you cannot accept you as a justice fighter. No, it's not so. That's it.
So, all right. Thank you so much, man, for honoring and thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate that honoring and support your honest opinion. I think people, I believe it's something. It's your answer, but when I'm quite I probably expect be some words, those things, but thank you so much that you have you have keep it, mature, and you are being honest with everything that you have said. So, but definitely, this is not the real interview I really want to have with you, but definitely I'll be extending a formal invitation to you so we can have you in full and we can discuss every issue that is bothering justice for mobile, and might not even be justice for mobile, might be just be anything, but so I really appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so
I
much.
don't know how to disconnect, so.
Okay. Let me see if.
How do we disconnect from this one? I don't know. Let him disconnect. I don't know how to disconnect.